Hey guys, well, it's Friday, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on April 26th. And as you can see there behind me, I'm coming up on the Asheville Regional Airport, which is not actually on the Appalachian Trail. So in one of my last videos I talked about issues that I was having with my knee when I was in Gatlinburg, and I rehabbed it, and I was going to push on to Hot Springs and see how it did. And we pushed on, and it was probably 3 of the best days that I've had on the trail. Hooked up with a bunch of people I had not seen since almost the first week of the trail. Got to Hot Springs. Everyone was kind of taking zeros and stuff, and we just had a great time. I just had a great time. Along the way, we got to go to Max Patch, which you guys saw in the video, and that was probably my favorite place on the trail. But as much as I love my folks, and I was actually I was in with the cool kids bubble, really good hikers, really good people. But because of the condition of my knee, I knew I couldn't hang. And I was only good for about 35 to 40 miles. So I had to make some tough decisions. And they're so tough that you're kind of like right in the middle of those decisions right now, because I mean, how many people walk to an airport? I've never really done that before, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a ticket, fly home, or if I'm gonna rent a car and drive home. But I do know that my time on the trail has got to be done for a while. The trail therapy that I wanted to get done, I got done. And some of you may have heard of a kind of a decision matrix that people call Occam's razor. And to boil it down, Occam's razor is that the simplest answer is usually right. And for a lot of the things that I was dealing with, the simplest answer was right. And I kind of knew the answer, kind of like Dorothy. I could go home all along. But I needed that distance. I needed to get away from the stresses of work. I needed to get away from the people that I love. I needed to get away from my friends who I love. I needed to create that space just so I could figure it out. And it took me several weeks. But once you kind of figure it out, you figured it out. From a physical standpoint, my body held up great. I was in great shape, other than the fact that my knee, my right knee specifically, but both knees, they're just swelling up on me to the point where I couldn't bend them. And that's because I came out here weighing too much. My muscles were strong enough to get it done. It was just the overuse, the tendonitis that would flare up. And because of that, the math didn't work out. It's like I made it to Hot Springs, mile 275. And it's like, is 275 any different than 575 or 875 or, you know, none of it is Maine. And I just think I got a lot done that I wanted to get done. So, you know, it's not over, because, you know, I'm standing kind of in a weird place at an airport where, you know, the fact that there's a tree there tells you that's a weird place at an airport. But I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna. I didn't make my goal to go to Maine. But I gotta tell you something. Every single day that I hiked, I know in my bones that I gave it 100%. I didn't leave an ounce in the tank. I don't even know how many days I was on the trail, but I do know I got on some scales yesterday in Hot Springs, and this was after a giant breakfast and everything, and I've lost 31 pounds. So when it's all said and done, you know, in this whole thing, I'm probably in the 34, 35 pounds that I lost during my time. That's just to kind of give you an idea of the amount of effort that you put out every single day, and no matter what you eat. And I mean, you know, we're talking about, you know, eating a couple bags of M&Ms and a couple of Snickers, along with, like, you know, ramen noodles and tuna and Spam and all that every day, and you're still dropping, you know, a pound a day. You're working to make that happen. So to the people that have given me so much support, to the people who've encouraged me, gosh, I hope that I have not let you down, because I didn't make it all the way. I made it beyond where 50% of the people have already quit. I made it beyond what they call the hardest part of the AT until you get to New Hampshire. But I think I got what I was coming for, and I went about as far as I think my knees would let me go reasonably. So I want to say that I'm sorry, but it's kind of sorry not sorry, because I want to go further. I want to touch that sign at Mount Katahdin in Maine. But man, I gave it every freaking ounce, and I really miss my family. I really want to go see my wife, and there's more to the story. Tonight, I think part of my homesickness is actually tonight. My wife is gonna present the scholarship that we present in Christian's honor tonight, and that's I can't believe I'm not there for that. So that may play a little bit into it, but we'll talk more in a bit. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. So I'm in Chicago O'Hare, just kind of go along with the entire trip. You know, my flight got canceled, so I got to spend the night in Chicago, kind of unplanned. And just to give you an idea how freaking sketchy the place I stayed, you know, I'm actually in a hotel, and I'm in Chicago, and the hotel costs $65 a night, and it was as sketchy could get. But I gotta be honest with you. I had a little bit of an epiphany walking through here, and that is while I was on trail. I don't know that I realized it maybe until I got off trail yesterday. Is that I don't know that I have ever felt as absolutely accepted as I was on trail. Just zero judgment. Just, oh, you're a hiker, cool. And however you did it, was how you wanted to do it. You know, the old saying, hike your own hike. And you know, there's just really no judgment on trail except the occasional, you know, hiker elitist that might, you know, judge somebody who doesn't quite have the skill set yet, or, you know, is carrying way too much extra gear. And that's just a learning curve for them. I promise if they stay on trail, they'll get rid of that extra gear. But as I walk through the airport, you know, the fact that I don't even have like a backpack with me right now because I had to check everything. I have nothing, you know. I have my phone and I have a little nylon bag with like 2 credit cards in it. And that's just how I've been living for a while. And but just the way I look and that kind of stuff, I actually feel judged a little, you know. So that's odd, isn't it? That maybe we do that. So hope everybody's doing good. I will talk to y'all later. Hey, welcome to Chicago. I don't know if you can see through the window behind me that the snow has come a couple of hours early. It was supposed to start snowing around 2 or 3 o'clock today, but it's 11, and I'm supposed to take off in about an hour and a half. So, fingers crossed. So we've been sitting on the tarmac for almost 2 hours, which is fun. And then they tell us they're going to come and de-ice the plane. So I don't know if I've ever been sitting on the plane, out on the tarmac when they come out and de-ice it. But I'm watching this process that you're seeing here before you. And a couple of thoughts. Number one, it reminds me a little bit of the squiddies that would come out in the Matrix and attack the ship. And the other thing is, yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's showing the other guy the part that he's supposed to de-ice. Because if you watch, you know, like half of it, he's just squirting out into space. And then they decide, oh, hey, let's use the green stuff instead of the red stuff. So now they're squirting. And just look, does that look like a uniform process, or does it just look like he's actually playing a video game and you know, maybe he's not very good at it or something, because he's just spraying it off into space there. And overall icing is bad, so fingers crossed.